Let's cut the bullshit. If you knew how much time you've already wasted, how many hours you've thrown away doubting yourself, you wouldn't walk out of here the same person today. You'd sprint out of here like your hair's on fire. You're not stuck because you're unlucky. You're stuck because you haven't decided to become unstoppable yet. Let's be real. Nobody's holding you back harder than you are. Nobody's building walls around you faster than your own fears. Every excuse you cling to, it's just fear wearing a cheap mask. You say, I'm not ready. You say, I don't have enough money. You say, I'm waiting for the right time. Translation? I'm scared of losing. I'm scared of looking stupid. I'm scared of betting on myself and failing. Good. Feel it. Now do it anyway. Look, life is brutal to the ones who hesitate. Life doesn't hand out participation trophies for almost trying. Life rewards action. Action in the dark. Action when you're scared. Action when nobody's clapping for you yet. You think the great ones waited until they felt ready? Hell no. They started messy, started broke, started unknown. And they kept swinging till the world had no choice but to remember their name. Walks slowly across the stage, locking eyes with people. You already have everything you need inside you, right now. But life will not wait for you to believe it. Life is ruthless like that. Every day you delay, somebody hungrier than you, somebody crazier than you, somebody who believes harder than you is catching up. Pause. Success doesn't come to the most talented. It doesn't even come to the smartest. It comes to the most delusional. The ones crazy enough to believe they deserve it before they see a single result. Story beat, bring it home. There's a reason the word crazy and legend often get used in the same sentence. Walt Disney, fired for lack of creativity. Elon Musk laughed out of boardrooms. Oprah told she was unfit for TV. Imagine if they believed the world's opinion of them. You would never even know their names. And here's the kicker. You've got the same raw materials inside you right now. Same breath in your lungs, same blood in your veins, same 24 hours. The only question is, will you let fear keep your story small? Or will you walk out of here dangerous? Pacing the stage, voice heavy, almost daring them to flinch. You know what's crazy? Playing it safe looks smart, until you realize the safe road leads straight to regret. And there ain't no GPS that can reroute you once you get there. See, they teach you to be realistic. They teach you to plan carefully and manage your expectations. Sounds good, right? But let's call it what it really is. Self-handcuffing. Playing small so you don't get disappointed, shrinking your dreams down to the size of your fears. They tell you to be realistic, but what they really mean is, don't embarrass us. Don't make us uncomfortable. Don't remind us that we gave up on our dreams. Let that sting. Being realistic is how average people stay average. The life you want, the legacy you dream about when nobody's watching, that shot ain't built on playing it safe. It's built on moves that don't make sense at first. It's built by the crazy ones who keep swinging even after the world laughs. Lean into this part, voice almost a whisper. Reality is a trap if you're not careful. Reality says you should get a job you hate because it's stable. Reality says you should settle for a relationship that doesn't fuel your soul. Reality says you should save your dreams for the weekend if you're not too tired. Reality wants you broke, tired, scared, and grateful just to survive. There's a story about a guy who dreamed of being an artist, but reality told him it was too risky. So he took a safe job in a cubicle. 40 years later, he retired, got his gold watch, got his pension, and died 6 months after his retirement party. Never painted the gallery he dreamed about. Never chased the fire inside him. Played it safe all the way into the grave. Beat period. Safe isn't safe. Safe is suicide in slow motion. And the real tragedy, nobody's even gonna talk about it. Listen to me. You don't need more motivation. You need more conviction. Conviction that your life is too short to waste being timid. Conviction that your dreams deserve a real damn shot. Conviction that your family deserves to see you go all in, not half speed. The truth is, it's already risky to stay the same. It's risky to waste your best years playing it safe. It's risky to bet against yourself because you're scared of losing. You want to know the biggest regret dying people have? It ain't the risks they took. It's the risks they didn't. Slower, emotional. The chances they never grabbed, the moves they were too scared to make, the words they never spoke, the mountains they never climbed because they let reality talk them into playing it small. You sitting here thinking you've got time. Time is the biggest lie you're being sold. Your clock is ticking whether you use it or not. You get one life, one shot, one window, one timeline, and you are living it right now. Not someday, not next year, right damn now. So stop waiting for permission. Stop trying to impress people who gave up on themselves. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It's already here. You're already in it. There's a stage in this journey nobody warns you about. It's not the beginning. It's not the success. It's the invisible stage where you're doing the work, but nobody's watching. You're grinding, but nobody's clapping. You're building in the dark, and you're starting to wonder if anybody will ever notice. That's where most people quit, not because they couldn't do it, but because they couldn't handle being unseen. We live in a world obsessed with instant gratification. Post a picture, get likes. Share a video, get hearts. Make a move, expect instant validation. But let me tell you something. Legends are built in silence. Dynasties are born in the dark. And your real work is happening right now while nobody's clapping for you. The invisible season is a gift, not a curse. It's the season that separates the tourists from the warriors. It's where you prove to the universe you're not just here for the applause, you're here for the impact. You know what Michael Jordan used to say? Everybody wants to shine under the lights, but the real work happens in the dark. Those lonely hours in the gym. Those mornings when nobody else showed up. Those nights when nobody believed in him except him. That's where goats are made. Shift to practical energy. So if you're in the dark right now, if you're building and it feels like nobody gives a damn, good. Stay there. Bleed there. Grow there, because when the lights finally flip on, you're going to be unrecognizable. You will not rise to the level of your hopes. You will fall to the level of your discipline. Dreams are cute, but discipline wins wars. Here's the blueprint for surviving the dark. Set goals based on effort, not applause. Track your grind, not your followers. Build habits so savage, success becomes inevitable. Every day you put in work when nobody's watching, you're stacking a future they'll beg to understand later. Beat period. Remember, the world can't celebrate what it can't see yet. That doesn't mean it's not real. That just means you're still cooking. Stay dangerous in the shadows. Move like a ghost. Build like a king. Think like a giant. Energy lifts, emotional lift. One day the world will look up and say, "Where did he come from?" And you'll just smile, because you'll know where you came from the dark, from the dirt, from the invisible season that tried to kill you and failed. So, keep building when it's lonely. Keep swinging when it's silent. Keep dreaming louder than they can doubt. One day, you're going to show up so powerful, so undeniable, so fully formed that the same people who doubted you are going to swear they always believed. Stay delusional, stay disciplined, stay undefeated. Waiting is the most expensive habit you have. And worst part, you don't even see the bill until it's too damn late. You're out here thinking you've got time, thinking you can chase the dream later, thinking you can fix your body later, thinking you can repair your family later. Voice rising, pressing. Later becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. Next month becomes next year. Next year becomes a life you don't even recognize anymore. Beat period. Later is a thief. It robs you slow, so you don't notice until you're broke. You know what most people die with? Dreams. Dreams still stuck in the attic of their mind. Unwritten books, unstarted businesses, unsung songs, unspoken apologies, unbuilt legacies. Not because they didn't care, but because they thought they had more time. Voice gets quieter, but dead serious. You don't have time, you have now. There was a man who dreamed of starting his own company. Every year, he said he was going to do it. Next year, he promised. But every time, life gave him a new excuse. Kids, bills, economy, inflation, excuses stack fast when you're scared to move. 40 years later, he retired from a job he hated, looked back at his life, and realized the dream wasn't dead because it was impossible. It was dead because he waited it to death. Switch to urgent fire. You have two choices every damn day. You either make progress or you make excuses. Pace back and forth, speeding up delivery. You're either punching forward or you're sitting still, getting weaker. There's no neutral in this game. Time either compounds your wins or compounds your regrets. Quick tactical insert, the now mindset. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Start scared. Start small. Start broke. Start with no followers. Start with no recognition. Just start. Because let me tell you something. Every second you delay, somebody who's less talented than you, somebody who's less prepared than you, somebody who's half as smart but twice as crazy, is out there moving while you're still thinking about it. Pause. Say this slowly. The world rewards movers, not thinkers. Stop waiting to be chosen. Choose yourself. Stop waiting for green lights. Build your own damn road. Your story deserves more than a footnote. Your family deserves more than watching you settle. Your legacy deserves more than small talk and someday promises. You are not here just to exist. You are here to be a damn monument, to be a signal fire in a world full of ashes. Your kids, your friends, the people who haven't even been born yet, they're all counting on you to move now, to break the generational curses, to rewrite the history books, to do what scared men and women never had the guts to do. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need another damn motivational quote. You need to understand something deep inside your bones. This is your time. Not next week, not next year, not after the next crisis. Right now. There's a moment every warrior faces, a moment when you realize if you leave yourself an escape hatch, you will use it. If you leave a backup plan, you will eventually settle for it. If you keep one foot in the comfortable, you'll never step fully into the extraordinary.
You cannot conquer new worlds if you're still clinging to the dock. You have to burn the boats. Most people are already halfway defeated the moment they set a goal. They say things like, "I'll try. I'll give it a shot. I hope it works out."
You can hear it in their voice, the doubt dripping off every syllable. They're not fully in, they're half in. Half in means half energy, half focus, half hustle. And half-hearted effort gets you one thing: full-blown regret. You ever hear that line? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Sounds smart, right? But let me tell you the truth they don't teach you in school. Every second you spend preparing Plan B, you're stealing energy from Plan A. Think about it. Every ounce of worry, every second of doubt, every "what if this doesn't work" thought is robbing from the one thing that could change your whole life. You want to win big? You got to go all in. You got to cut off the exits. You got to burn the boats so there's no way home but victory. In 1519, Hernan Cortez led a fleet to conquer the Aztec Empire. When his men landed, you know what he ordered? He burned the ships. No way to retreat, no way to surrender, no way home unless they won. And against impossible odds, they did. Same with entrepreneurs, same with dreamers, same with anyone who ever built something that lasted. They burned the damn boats. They decided, this has to work, or I die trying. You want your dream to live? Stop packing parachutes for your failure. Fear is real. I'm not gonna lie to you. You will wake up some days scared out of your damn mind. You will doubt yourself. You will question if you're built for it. Good. Fear means you're still in the game. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving through fear. You think warriors weren't scared before battles? You think legends didn't feel that gut punch of, what if I fail? They just didn't bow to it. They burned the boats, fought scared, bled scared, and won scared. Half committing will cost you everything. Let me say that again. Half committing will cost you everything. You'll wake up in 5 years wondering why nothing's changed. You'll see your dreams shrivel up in front of your eyes. You'll realize too late that lukewarm effort gets you cold results. You can't wish your way into greatness. You can't kinda grind your way to a legacy. You either show up hungry or you get eaten. Obsess. Yeah, I said it, obsess. Everybody's so scared of that word. Don't be obsessed. Balance is key. You know who preaches balance? People who quit on their dreams. Winners, champions, legends, they're not balanced. They're obsessed. Obsessed with building, obsessed with growing, obsessed with winning. Balance is what you earn later. After you build the life you want, after you bleed for it, after you fought through hell to make it real. Pressure is not your enemy. Pressure is your birthright. Pressure is the privilege of those willing to carry greatness on their back. You're supposed to feel heavy. You're supposed to feel tested. You're supposed to feel stretched. That's the signal that you're carrying something worth fighting for. Next time you feel that pressure on your chest, don't pray for less pressure. Pray for stronger lungs. Pray for a bigger chest. Pray for the savage heart that smiles under the weight. Burn the boats. Burn the old excuses. Burn the backup plans. Burn the need for approval. Burn the fear of failing. Walk into the unknown with your fists up. Walk into the storm smiling, because the ones who win are the ones who force themselves to win. You are stronger than you think. You are braver than you feel. You are built for bigger wars than you've been fighting. But none of that matters unless you decide there's no way home but victory. Burn the boats and never, never look back. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants the good life. Everybody wants to post the highlight reel. But almost nobody wants to suffer for it. The moment things get hard, most people check out. The second the pain shows up, they start looking for the nearest exit. You know why? Because they were never really committed in the first place. They were interested. They were curious. They were trying it out. And when the heat got turned up, they folded like paper. Quitting isn't a failure of ability. It's a failure of will. The truth is simple. The only way out is through. The only way to the dream is straight through the nightmare. The only way to success is straight through the seasons of loneliness, fear, doubt, heartbreak, exhaustion, betrayal, and brutal self-discipline. You don't skip the ugly parts. You don't get to fast forward the suffering. You don't get to microwave greatness. You earn it. You survive it. You bleed for it. Quitting is the most expensive mistake you'll ever make. Not because you lose what you have, but because you lose what you could have become. You lose the man you could have been. You lose the legacy you could have built. You lose the generations you could have blessed. All because you chose the easy way out when life got heavy. Let me tell you something. There will be days when you want to quit. There will be days when you will swear you're not built for this. There will be days when nobody will see you, nobody will help you, nobody will clap for you. Good. That's the day you earn your stripes. That's the day you separate yourself from the weak ones who are only here for the applause. That's the day you become the kind of person who can carry kingdoms on their back. When you feel like quitting, remember this. Pain is the admission price for greatness. Suffering is the tuition fee for building a legacy. Loneliness is the rent you pay for leadership. You are being sculpted in the fire, not punished, prepared. Most people want the crown, but they don't want the crucible. They want the blessing, but not the burden. They want the reward, but not the responsibility. You're not most people. You're not here to halfway build a life. You're not here to almost leave a mark. You're here to become undeniable. When you want to quit, good. It means you're close to something worth fighting for. The closer you get to the treasure, the harder the journey gets. The wolves show up at the gates right before the castle. When you want to quit, stay one more day. One more hour, one more battle, because you're closer than you think. You don't get to stop just because it's hard. You don't get to pull over just because it's raining. You don't get to sit down just because you're tired. You move, you push, you crawl if you have to. You move toward your future like your life depends on it, because it does. There is a future version of you screaming at you to keep going. There is a future family depending on you to break the curse. There is a future generation you haven't even met yet that needs you to win this war right now. This is bigger than you. This is bigger than your comfort. This is bigger than your mood today. When you want to quit, remember who's counting on you. Remember who you're fighting for. Remember why you started. You didn't come this far to only come this far. You didn't survive everything you survived just to fold now. You're battle-tested. You're scarred, yes, but you're still standing, and standing is enough to swing. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fearless. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to stay in the fight. The world doesn't belong to the smartest. It doesn't belong to the prettiest. It doesn't belong to the luckiest. It belongs to the ones who refuse to quit. Every mountain you see was climbed by somebody who bled. Every book you love was written by somebody who cried behind closed doors. Every record you admire was recorded by somebody who almost gave up. But they didn't. They stayed in the fire long enough to come out forged like steel. The only way out is through. Through the sleepless nights, through the failed launches, through the heartbreaks and betrayals, through the moments of loneliness so heavy it feels like it's suffocating you. Through it all. Because the other side of through is the life you've been praying for. When you want to quit, tell yourself this: I don't negotiate with weakness. I don't trade temporary relief for permanent regret. I don't bow to fear, I baptize it. I don't stop when I'm tired, I stop when I'm done. And guess what? Even when you think you've hit your limit, you haven't. Even when your mind says, this is it, it's lying to you. Even when your body screams, we can't, you have more inside you, more strength, more power, more grit. You are not done. The only way out is through. So keep moving through it. Move through the doubt. Move through the fear. Move through the pain. Move through the loneliness. Move through the hell. Move until hell gets tired of trying to break you. And when you finally break through, when you finally reach the other side, when you finally see the view from the top that everyone else quit climbing for, you'll realize something. It wasn't even about the dream. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about the fame. It was about who you had to become to survive it. It was about the fighter you unlocked. It was about the king you resurrected. It was about the soul you forged in fire. You're not just chasing dreams. You're chasing destiny. You're chasing the version of you that doesn't break, doesn't quit, doesn't back down. So burn the boats, kill the exit plan, forget the comfort zone, lock the doors behind you, and move through the fire. Because the only way out is through. There's a line you have to cross that most people never even approach. A line between the life you tolerate and the life you were born for. And standing on that line is a decision. Will you tiptoe back into comfort? Or will you burn every excuse, every exit, every escape, and walk through the fire into your destiny? Most people stand on the line and dream. They fantasize about being great. They talk about what they could do, might do, would do, if the timing was right, if they had more money, if they had more support. They dress it up real pretty with words like caution, wisdom, and patience. But really, it's fear. It's fear wrapped in socially acceptable excuses. The difference between you and them is simple. You're willing to burn the boats. You're willing to set fire to Plan B. You're willing to bet it all on yourself, even when the world calls you reckless. You have to understand, there is no real success with a safety net. There is no empire built from half-hearted effort. There is no dynasty founded on backup plans. If you want to win big, you have to eliminate your escape routes. You have to be so committed that the only option left is forward. You have to create a situation where success isn't just preferred, it's required. When Hernán Cortés landed on the shores of Mexico, he knew he couldn't afford to fight a half-hearted war. So he burned the ships that brought them there. No retreat, no surrender, victory or death. And history remembers him, because history only remembers the ones crazy enough to go all in. Every dream worth chasing demands the same. You have to burn the boats of comfort, burn the boats of excuses, burn the boats of Plan B, burn the boats of maybe, burn the boats of someday. Because if you give yourself a way out, you will take it. If you give yourself a cushion, you will fall into it. If you allow yourself to retreat, your mind will start planning your exit the second things get hard. But when you burn the boats, everything changes. Your fear becomes fuel. Your doubts sharpen your focus. Your heart beats louder, your blood runs hotter, and your mind clears of every distraction because there is no turning back. The problem with most people is they try to build a future while keeping one foot in the past. They try to chase a new dream while holding on to old habits. They try to create a new life while dragging their old fears with them. It doesn't work. It never will. You cannot drag your chains into your future. You have to set them on fire and walk away. You have to kill the old you to give birth to the new one, and that takes guts. That takes violence of spirit. That takes a willingness to suffer for your own future in a world full of cowards who will gladly settle for survival. Burning the boats isn't a motivational poster, it's a damn war strategy. It's the only way to cross the line between almost and legend. So if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Burn the boats. Quit your backup plan. Delete the excuses. Walk into your dream with nothing but fists, fire, and faith. Commit so violently that the universe itself has no choice but to move out of your way. Because here's the truth. You will never conquer new lands if your heart is still anchored to the shore. You will never unleash your real power as long as you believe you have options. When you burn the boats, you unleash something ancient inside you, something the world forgot about when it traded passion for convenience, something savage, something holy, something unstoppable, the part of you that was made for more, the part of you that refuses to die quietly, the part of you that demands to be remembered. There will be moments when the old you calls you back, moments when fear whispers, play it safe, moments when weakness begs you to rebuild the boats and run. Ignore it, drown it in sweat, silence it with action, mock it with the sound of your own footsteps moving forward. The dream is not given to the strongest. It's not given to the fastest. It's given to the ones willing to burn everything they have ever known to create something the world has never seen. You must be willing to lose your old life to gain your true life. You must be willing to sacrifice who you are today for who you were always meant to become. And you won't find that person hiding in the shadows. You won't find them waiting for perfect timing. You won't find them sitting politely, hoping for permission. You find that person in the smoke and ash of your old fears. You find them when the bridges are burned, the safety nets are cut, and the only thing left is you and the battlefield. You find them when you burn the boats and build the empire.
Everybody wants to win until it's time to suffer. Everybody wants to be the lion until it's time to bleed in the jungle. Success isn't pretty. It's not polite. It's not served on a silver platter. It's a street fight with your own weaknesses. It's a brawl with your own doubts. It's a bloody knuckle, broken bone, teeth-gritted sprint through hell. And the only way out is through. Through the confusion. Through the loneliness. Through the heartbreak. Through the betrayal. Through the failure. Through the nights you cry yourself to sleep because nothing seems to be working. Through the mornings you wake up with your heart in your throat, wondering if you even have the strength to keep going. Through it all, most people quit because they expect it to be easier. They think passion is supposed to make the pain go away. They think dreams are supposed to feel good all the time. They think if they were really meant for it, it wouldn't be this hard. That's the biggest lie you've ever been sold. The truth is, if it's hard, it's because you're doing something that matters. If it's painful, it's because you're carving new territory inside yourself. If it feels like hell, it's because you're standing in the fire that forges champions. Pressure doesn't break the chosen ones. Pressure builds them. You're supposed to hurt. You're supposed to doubt. You're supposed to feel stretched so thin you think you're going to snap. That's the training. That's the tax. That's the toll to cross the bridge from who you are to who you're meant to be. The ones who quit, they miss the blessing by inches. They give up right before the breakthrough. They walk away 3 feet from gold. Because the closer you get to your dream, the louder the war inside you becomes. Your mind will beg you to quit. Your body will plead for comfort. The world will offer you 100 easy outs, 100 cheap distractions, 100 chances to bow out quietly. But you aren't here for easy. You aren't here for comfortable. You aren't here to end up like everybody else. You're here to finish what you started. You're here to outlast every excuse. You're here to walk straight through the fires that would burn a weaker person to ash and come out shining. You will not avoid the valley. You will not sidestep the storm. You will not fast forward past the tears and the setbacks and the lonely nights. You will walk through every mile of it, because the only way out is through. When the pain gets so loud it drowns out every other thought, keep walking. When the disappointment feels like it's suffocating you, keep walking. When you're exhausted, embarrassed, bleeding, broken, keep walking. You don't have to sprint. You don't have to charge. You just have to move. An inch is enough. A crawl is enough. A whisper of momentum is enough. Forward is forward. And every second you refuse to quit, you're becoming someone different. You're becoming someone tougher. You're becoming someone the world will have to reckon with. Every scar you earn is armor. Every tear you shed is fuel. Every lonely mile you survive is proof you're still in the damn fight. not losing because it's hard. You're winning because you're still here. Champions are not the ones who never hurt. They're the ones who learn how to hurt without surrendering. There's a version of you on the other side of this pain that you can't even imagine yet. A version of you that's sharper, harder, stronger, smarter. A version of you that looks back at the weak excuses and the comfortable distractions with disgust. But you'll never meet that version if you quit now. You'll never meet that king if you bow to fear. So, when it feels like hell is swallowing you whole, keep moving. When it feels like the darkness will never lift, keep moving. When you have every reason in the world to quit, keep moving. Because somewhere up ahead, there's a sunrise the cowards will never see. There's a breakthrough the quitters will never taste. There's a victory so sweet, it will make every scar worth it. You just have to survive long enough to reach it. The war inside you isn't a punishment. It's a promotion. You're being tested because you're being trusted with more. You're being stretched because you're being strengthened for battles you haven't even seen yet. The valley is not your grave. It's your forge. The storm is not your enemy. It's your trainer. The darkness is not your death sentence. It's your initiation. Pain is not the end of the story. It's the fire that burns away everything weak inside you until only the unstoppable remains. The only way out is through. So tighten your fists. Straighten your spine. Set your jaw and walk one step, one breath, one broken, battered heartbeat at a time. Because at the end of this storm, at the top of this climb, on the other side of this agony, is the life that your old self was too scared to believe in. And the only way you get there is through.
You keep thinking you're just one person. You keep thinking you're just one story, one body, one small voice in a loud world. But you're wrong. You're not just a person. You're not just a life. You are a revolution. You are a spark. You are a generational shift waiting to happen. The moment you stop waiting for permission. The moment you decide to move with ruthless intent. The moment you realize that playing small doesn't serve anyone. That's the moment everything changes. You aren't just building a life. You're building a blueprint. You're building a signal fire in a world addicted to mediocrity. You're proving to everyone watching, and yes, people are watching even when you think they're not, that it's possible. When you step into your power, you don't just set yourself free. You give permission to everyone around you to step up too. You become the proof, the living, breathing evidence that the system can be beaten, that the odds can be shattered, that history can be rewritten from the inside out. You don't need 1 million followers. You don't need a viral moment. You don't need the whole world to clap for you. You need to move so savagely, so loudly, so unapologetically toward your destiny that even your enemies are forced to respect it. You need to shine so hard it hurts the eyes of the lazy. You need to walk so powerfully that fear itself stumbles when you pass. One person. That's all it takes to crack open the shell of what's possible. One person who says, no more excuses. One person who says, I will not live small to make you comfortable. One person who says, if I have to walk alone, I'll still build the empire. You are not insignificant. You are not replaceable. You are not small. You are a revolution wearing skin. You are thunder disguised as a heartbeat. You are a weapon that forgot its own strength. The world doesn't change when committees agree. The world changes when one person gets so sick of surviving that they decide to become undeniable. It doesn't take everyone, it just takes one. The system is built on the belief that you won't realize how dangerous you are, that you'll stay quiet, that you'll play nice, that you'll color inside the lines, that you'll waste your potential chasing approval instead of impact. Break their system. You don't owe them your silence. You don't owe them your compliance. You don't owe them your dream on a silver platter so they can feel comfortable while you suffocate. You owe yourself your full, unleashed, terrifying, beautiful potential. You owe the next generation a new example. You owe the world the revolution hiding inside your chest. Every great shift in history started with someone just like you. Someone underestimated. Someone counted out. Someone dismissed, laughed at, ignored, hated, misunderstood. And they kept moving anyway. They kept building when nobody clapped. They kept speaking when nobody listened. They kept fighting when nobody believed. Until one day, the world had no choice but to notice. And that's the part you're standing on now. You're standing in the storm before your breakthrough. You're standing at the crossroads where most people fold. You're standing at the doorway of the revolution you were born to unleash. And all you have to do is walk through it. You have no idea who's dependent on you to win. You have no idea how many lives your courage will unlock. You have no idea how many chains will break the moment you refuse to be another link in the cycle. Your little brother is watching. Your sister is watching. Your future children are watching. The people you haven't even met yet are watching. And they need you to move like your blood is on fire. They need you to win so they know it's possible. They need you to fight so they learn how to fight too. Your pain isn't just your pain. Your victory won't just be your victory. It will ripple outward in waves you may never see, but will still change the course of everything. You think this battle is just about you? It's not. This is about every kid who thinks they have to settle because they've never seen anyone make it out. This is about every family who thought generational curses were permanent. This is about every future dreamer who will dare bigger, because you burned the path through hell first. You are the revolution, not because you're perfect, not because you're fearless, not because you're special, but because you decided. That's it. That's the whole secret. The difference between the remembered and the forgotten is the decision to move even when it's hard, lonely, painful, and terrifying. The world isn't waiting for another celebrity. It's not waiting for another influencer. It's not waiting for another perfect Instagram page. It's waiting for you to remember who the hell you are. It's waiting for you to stop doubting. It's waiting for you to stop apologizing. It's waiting for you to stop shrinking and start taking up space. Start breaking walls. Start changing the rules. There's a fire inside you that's been kept quiet for too long. Light it. There's a war drum inside your soul that's been silenced for too long. Beat it. There's a revolution inside your chest that's been suffocating under fear and doubt and hesitation for too long. Unleash it. You owe yourself the chance to see what happens when you stop holding back. You owe yourself the pride of looking in the mirror and knowing you went all the way. You owe the world the best, boldest, fiercest version of you. You were never meant to live quietly. You were never meant to survive politely. You were born to shake mountains. You were born to set fires. You were born to tear down the old world and build something better in its ashes. The next time you doubt if it's worth it, remember this. Every revolution started with one step, one voice, one fire. You are the one. Move like it, fight like it, build like it. Refuse to die without leaving a crater in history that says, I was here and I mattered. You are not small. You are not replaceable. You are not weak. You are the revolution. Never forget it. Now, I want you to repeat after me. I am a winner. 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 Allow the sound waves to push you into a meditative mind state. You are a winner.